Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we have this 2017 Ford Mustang with the 2.3 turbo EcoBoost engine, and today we're gonna do an oil change to it. We don't usually do Americans or other brands, we usually do Euros, but I personally like to work in different brands. As long as it has performance on it, I like to work. This is the base Mustang. It doesn't have the V8 or any special performance ones, but because it's a Mustang, I would like to work on it, and that's the reason why I'm doing this video. And probably we're gonna do more videos like this in the future of other brands as well, with the performance oriented packages. So let's start with the job. So to do the oil change, we need the oil filter. This is the oil filter, the 3614 in the STP. This filter goes for multiple brands, multiple models, multiple years, so don't get confused, because this one can fit on a Toyota Tacoma too, and it goes for a Ford EcoBoost 2017. So alright, so we need this, and we need the oil. We have the 530 oil. It is a full synthetic, and as you can see, it is a direct injection gasoline turbo, because that's what we have here, a direct injection gasoline direct injection. And as long as it has the Ford approval, everything will be fine. So with that in mind, we can start the job. The oil filter on the EcoBoost engine, the Mustang EcoBoost engine, is located right here. This is the oil filter, and the oil drain plug is this one right here. So we can start by opening this plug. It's already loose, I already loosed it, but you're gonna be using, it's either a 15 or a 916. This is a 916 range, and this is a 15, but the 15, it is just too loose, it doesn't fit perfectly. So it just get a 916 and just make its way inside, and it will fit. Like somehow you have to make this way, because if you get the 15, you're gonna strip the ball. You see it already has some damage there, so because someone tried to open it with a wrong wrench. So just make sure on that. Yes, so we're gonna open this and drain the oil. And make sure to have something to collect the oil. I forgot to mention that. So just make sure to have something to collect the oil, and now you can drain the oil. Meanwhile the oil is being drained, we can remove the oil filter, which is this one right here. So we just like rotate it to the left. Sometimes it can be really tight, so you have to like force it until it comes out like this, and then remove it completely. It will be some oil coming out, so just remove your hand as soon as it gets loose. And when I wait a bit, now I can remove it fast. Alright, so here is the oil filter. We are going to install the new oil filter. This is the new oil filter, removing the little plastic that is on top, and making sure that in the area where the oil filter sits, there is nothing, there is no O-rings, there is nothing where the new O-ring is going to be. If we are ready, we are sure about that, we can install the new oil filter. Just rotating it to the right to tighten it up, and then we're gonna tighten just enough. We won't over tighten it, so just making sure that it's tight enough by hand, not using a tool. And that's it. See, it doesn't move, and the oil filter is installed. Now we can install the oil drain plug. Still draining some oil, but it's not that much. So to install it's pretty easy. We just insert it and rotate it to the right until it sits all the way. And once it is there, I'm gonna move this to a side, and now we can tighten it up. We can insert the 916 and tie this thing. Alright, we're gonna tighten it like this, enough. Don't use any major, larger tool than just a regular size wrench. Just make sure it's tight, double check, it is tight, so we remove the nice sting wrench, and everything is done underneath. So now we have to go to the top of the engine to add the oil. So everything is done. As I said before, the oil was drained, the oil filter was replaced. So now it's time to add the oil. The oil fill cap is right here. It is this tiny cap over here, very small. Like you cannot add oil there, so you have to rotate to the left to get it out. And for sure you have to use a funnel to add the oil because nothing fits there. So with that, we're gonna be adding the oil. It is kind of like hard to in the position where this is because it is right on the side, so it makes it a little harder to add the oil. So when I add the new oil, it takes around 6 quarts of oil, so probably you wanna need 5 and a small one to complete the level. So when I add this gallon of oil, this is a 5 quarts oil gallon. I mean 5 quarts in this gallon of oil. Yes. After adding the 5 quarts of oil, it is I think the level is fine. So we just want to check the oil level, and the oil level has to be near to this over here. So you can see this is the level. So I insert it right now. It's really hard because you don't see it at all. Okay, and it is low. See, after adding 5 quarts of oil, but it is very important to know the position of the car because the car is a little lower to the back. So that's why it's marking lower than expected. So I was gonna add the other quarts of oil so it gets the right level because it has to fill the oil filter. After adding the other quart of oil, we check the oil and it's right where it's supposed to be, but it has to fill the oil filter. So we have to get it out of this ramp and then start the engine and turn it off to check the level. So let's start the engine. Alright, so engine is running now. With the engine running, all we have to do is to make sure there is nothing related. See this message over there? That's because of the oil change has to be done. But we have to make sure that there is no oil pressure light anywhere. That's all we have to make sure. You see there is nothing. So that means then everything was done properly. So let's go back outside to check some other stuff. Okay. With the engine running outside the vehicle, all we have to do is go underneath the vehicle and check if there is any oil leaks in the area, on the oil filter area, oil drain plug area. You can see there is nothing. You can see if there is any, you're gonna see drips of oil coming, but in this case it's completely dry, so that means then the job was done. So we're gonna continue with the oil change by getting it out of the ramp and resetting the oil interval. Alright, after doing the whole process of the oil change replacement, we have to get the vehicle to a level surface to check the oil level. All we have to do is wait like 5 minutes to check the oil gauge, manually check the oil gauge in this case, and then we're gonna get back to you. Okay, we waited 5 minutes already, so the oil level should be fine. So let's pull this out and we can check the level. It's a little off right now, so let's try it again. And now you can see the oil level is right where it's supposed to be. So the mechanical part is done. So there is one extra step to do for the oil change, which is the oil change reset. For that we have to go inside the cab. Come with me. To reset the oil interval, the oil change interval, is pretty easy. All we have to do is to press the start button without pressing the foot pedal. We don't have to press the foot pedal, just the ignition on. After this, we come to this screen, we focus on the screen, and it sends you these many messages over here. So we have to press OK with the switch over here, this little button over here, we have to press OK. multiple times until that clears. And we go to this menu. As soon as we get to this menu, we're gonna go to settings by scrolling it down with the little arrows up and down over here. We press OK on settings, and then we go to vehicle. We press OK on vehicle again, and then we have their oil life reset. We press OK again, and it says hold OK to reset. So we do press and hold the OK button, and it will reset it. 100% reset, and that's all we have to do to reset the oil change. And that's how you reset the oil change on for Mustang. And it was gonna be for all for Mustang. It doesn't matter if it has a V8 or the EcoBoost engine or any other engine. So as long as it is a Mustang from this generation, it is going to work. And the job is done. This is all you have to follow to do the oil change on this Mustang with a 2.3 turbo EcoBoost engine. The process is going to be the same for all 4 models. With the 2.3 turbo engine, there are many different ones, and the difference is going to be the difficulty on doing the oil change, because the oil is going to be positioned in a different way, and that will be kind of hard to do the oil change. In this case, in the Ford Mustang, it's pretty easy because you can fit the V8 on this one, and it has so much room for the V8, and for the EcoBoost it's like so roomy. But overall, that's all you need to know. So make sure to subscribe to our channel, i.e.euros, to see more content like this. Follow us on Instagram. On the description below there is a link for our Instagram page. And if you want us to review your car, you can contact us. In the description below there is an email address where you can send us anything. If you want us to review your car, we can do it. Or if you want us to do something else, just make sure to use the email address below in the description. So thank you for watching, and see you later for more helpful videos. Alright, so here is the oil filter. Nothing special except for that, and oil went to the camera. Okay, stop it.
Oh, I just got a splooge. Oh no.
Oh, one to complete the level after you start, but you can add one of these.
Cut.
Cut.
Okay.